Hello, fellow fashion enthusiasts. Today we're going to take a look into the predictions for the 2026 fashion trends according to BBC and the Cosmopolitan. The first prediction is that bold and colorful will be the trend. Both the BBC and Cosmopolitan predict that there will be electric blues and in general very bold colors that will be trending and that you should wear. This reminds me very, very much of a trend from the early 2010s, which is color blocking. It's always been kind of a reoccurring trend to do color blocking, but I personally have very vivid memories of me in high school wearing an orange and green tank top with some pink waist belt or something like that. So seeing that bold and colorful is back in style really awakens some sort of nostalgia in me. Also fitting to bold and colorful is the next trend: tassels, fringe and texture. While it's not specified that these tassels, fringe and texture are supposed to be colorful, they're very much still very bold. The BBC and also the Cosmopolitan claim that it will be all the rage to wear clothes that are extremely texturized, have interesting feels, structures, shapes, and they also give you a very neat style tip that you will probably find something like this in some thrift store, a vintage store, a charity shop. So if you want to wear that, that's where you go. Now the question is, how can we top these both extremely interesting trends? I personally would suggest good quality fabrics or just extremely flattering cuts that just hug your figure and make you look polished, beautiful, maybe luxurious. But no, what we got was loud luxury, essentially colorful fringe. The BBC said that quiet luxury was the trend of 2024. We all remember the old money, timeless classic quality fabric, wearing a thing for all eternity of time. But now, apparently, loud luxury is the contrast to that. So the contrast to wearing clothes forever and ever is clothes that just go out of style after one season. That's nothing else than just expensive fast fashion. Yeah, I mean, you can obviously wear loud luxury if you want to. You can also wear these items throughout the year if that's what you're into. But this just sounds like it's supposed to be something that you wear one season and then it's out of style again. So exactly what fast fashion is, just way more expensive. So I don't know if that's a trend for me. I personally like clothes that are just timeless, but to each their own, I guess. The next part, or the next trend we can take a look at, is reimagined uniforms. I put them all into one category because they all kind of represent uniforms. So the drummer jacket is basically a marching band uniform. The working uniform speaks for itself. It's just practically business casual to a new level. And also the playing house part, I don't know, not really my style. I think also that the leather apron looks kind of silly with the shoulder pads, and yeah, it also just doesn't look very practical. Yeah, not really my style. I think they could have done, if they wanted to make some Threadwife-esque aesthetic and even reimagine it, they could have done something that looked a bit more coherent and not so much so, yeah, I don't know, it just looks off. But back to the next trends. Aside from color blocking, there's more returning. Brace yourselves for the cutouts. I remember seeing them in 2022. This picture, especially from Tom Ford's Spring Summer 2026, stood out to me. It reminded me so much of the next thing I'm going to show you. Yeah, I guess cutouts always have been in style, in and out. Not really my personal style, but that shouldn't discourage anyone from wearing it. It's personal preference. But what that reminded me of, last seen in 2022, is the 2022 It piece. This bathing suit was all over Instagram, TikTok. I don't use TikTok, so I don't know, but I guess. But it was all over Instagram, probably TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. You could see this specific swimsuit. Everyone was wearing it. Yeah, so I guess cutouts always make a comeback. And speaking of bathing suits, or kind of bathing suits, apparently Rabanne came out with wetsuits that you're supposed to wear outside of the water. So they just took wetsuits and thought, yeah, we should wear them where it's dry. Yeah. I mean, the article says scuba-like materials. Okay, I personally don't think that a wetsuit is in any way, shape or form comfortable when it's dry. It's warm, it's stiff, it's not all that comfortable. I personally wouldn't wear it. Maybe if you're on your way to go scuba diving or surfing or something like that, sure. But just to wear it around, I don't know, man. And next and last, the return of a classic. The trench coat. Yes, the trench coat is back. Honestly, it was never really gone. I think trench coats are just always in style. It's a timeless classic. It can be worn more fitted, less fitted, longer, shorter, and apparently even as a plastic bag, as we see in the middle picture. To me, it just kind of looks really just like a trash bag. I don't like it. It's not that classic to me, but again, that's just personal preference. And if you're into that, go for it. All of these things I'm saying here is just my personal opinion. Shouldn't discourage anyone from wearing one thing or not. So yeah, take everything I say with a grain of salt and make up your own mind about all these clothes. Now, wrapping up. So I think people should be less afraid of color. I think color and also the color blocking time was just fun. Play around with colors, with combining different colors. I think that's a very nice thing, to just be able to express yourself and wear the clothes and colors that you actually like, and not just beige. I mean, if you want to wear beige, wear beige. But if you want to wear color, you should be able to wear color. Loud luxury to me, as a contrast to quiet luxury, is just relabeling fast fashion and being more expensive. I don't really get it. Again, if you want to wear it and if you think these things are nice and you want to wear them more than once, sure, go for it. But I think the idea of loud luxury in contrast to quiet luxury is not really, first of all, creative. It's just kind of, yeah, as I said, making fast fashion more expensive. Speaking of creativity, making uniforms into fashion statements, I think is awesome if you're actually creative about it and it actually looks good and not just like a weird costume. I personally don't like it if clothes that you wear on the day-to-day basis just look like a weird costume. So I think, especially when doing uniforms, it can very easily just look like a costume. So I think when making uniforms into just fashion, you should be extra careful about that. To the cutouts, as I said, if you want to wear cutouts, do it. There's apparently always a time and place for that. If it's in a swimsuit or clothes or whatever you want, just wear them. And one thing we can learn from that is that trench coats never go out of style. You can never go wrong with a trench coat. If you have one in your wardrobe, amazing. You can wear it, if it's good quality, forever and ever, and you can hold it dear. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!